Hi, my name is Melissa Eppers, Rogue Hair Studio, and I'm located in Marietta, Georgia. And as you guys know, we're one of the first states to open our salons. So I wanted to do a protocol video so it would make it a little bit easier so you guys can see all of our new protocols in action. So this is what I have chosen to do as Rogue Hair Studio based off of the Georgia State Board new sanitation protocols with COVID-19 and the current sanitation protocols and personal preference. So before we get started, I actually want to show you guys just a few cool things that I picked up that again, this part is not required. It's just some stuff that I like. Okay, come with me over here. This is a phone and a phone, keys, whatever, sterilizer. So it's at the station. Cool. Yeah. Anyway, I'm excited about cleaning things. I don't know. So, okay, come this way. All right. So this is also a UV air purifier also. It has different settings and the speed and stuff like that. It's really awesome. Yeah, it's pretty high powered here. So, and be a few other things. Back here, of course, right here is a temperature gun and our hand sanitizer, and then this is a bigger UV sterilizer, so that I'll be using for my tools and everything as we go along, because of course we have barbicide, but the sterilizers are also really awesome. So those are just a few things that I wanted to point out, and then we'll go into some of the other protocols. So before we get going, if you guys want to take a look around the salon right here, my shelves are empty. Normally, this is where all my beautiful retail is. The reason why I've chosen to take my retail down, along with my station products on both sides, they're empty, is because in between every single client, you have to sterilize. So if these products, the retail products and the station products were out, you would then have to sterilize each product in between. So it's gonna make your sanitation process in between a lot more efficient. So what I've chosen to do is right over here is I put all my station products in a container and it's labeled. And in here, what I'll do is as it needed, I will take it out and then of course sanitize it before I put in. I'm having all of my clients order their retail in advance when I do a confirmation 48 to 72 hours before their appointment. And that way I have time to sanitize the products, and then they're put into a sealed bag. It's a resealable bag. So the retail products are clean, sanitized, put into this bag, and then sealed up for the client. So when they come, it's already waiting for them. And again, I'm having them order that in advance. Okay, so there's that. So in Georgia, what's already a rule is all of our tools have to be in containers, and they're labeled and visible so you can see what's in there. And also the important thing is that it says clean or dirty. So these are dirty, clean. So all the different containers, all the contents, clean, dirty. Up here, capes clean, robes clean, towels, aprons, smocks clean in this cabinet. All right, you can see that's my clippers, clean, sanitized in a closed cabinet. And then on this side over here, we got my shears, neck strips in a clean, closed container. And then combs, brushes, clips, closed container, round brushes, closed container. And then I have my blow dryer in a closed drawer at this time. So if you guys, we will go on to the next part on dress code.
Wow, you can really dance.
Stylist protocol.
Wow,
You will need to wear a mask at all times and a shield if available, and gloves while servicing a client, and wash hands throughout the service. You will need to wear a smock over your clothing, that is required. I purchased several scrub jackets to wear and to wear an apron that you will change with each client you service, again required. Of course, come showered and in clean clothing. I am designating a pair of work shoes that I will change into in my car before coming into the salon, and will change out of leaving the salon. I am choosing to temporarily wear my hair up and back with a headband at this time to avoid it getting in my face and unnecessarily touching my face. And at the end of the day, I will put my personal items in the UV sanitizers, and I will change out of my clothes from the day and put it into a separate bag that closes and change my shoes in the vehicle. This is recommended by the state before you enter your home. I am choosing to do this as I leave the salon as to keep my vehicle clean and to not forget when I get home. When booking clients, it is important that you let them know that there are new temporary salon protocols. You do not have to go into detail, but explain the safety protocols that apply to them, like the following. Let the salon know from your vehicle that you have arrived. Wear a mask or face covering at all times. Let them know if one is provided or if they need to bring their own. Limit personal belongings, servicing one client at a time, and let them know if you are providing limited services. If they would like to know in advance what the protocols are, I would send it directly to your state website link and or provide a copy in the salon that they can read if desired. Just like all salons are required to have a sanitation requirements on hand or posted, this is no different. The client has arrived. They text from their vehicle and you greet them at the door to let them in. Before stepping into your studio, check temperature. Ask the following questions. Have you had a cough? Have you had a fever? Have you been around anyone exhibiting these symptoms within the past 14 days? Are you living with anyone who is sick or quarantined? If the answers are satisfactory, give them a resealable bag to put their belongings in. If they are color service, I put a color robe that they can choose to put on over their clothes as well. And ask them to please wash their hands in the restroom once they return to the doorway before entering back in the salon. Once they have returned, show them to their designated seating area. Remind them to wear a mask or a face cover at all times. I have a sign posted. I then give them the hair consent and liability waiver to fill out while I prep for their service. Once that is done, I put the paperwork away. I have a baggie with a pen and an alcohol wipe for each client. They can keep the pen or I sterilize them at the end of the day. I also have a phone sterilizer so they can feel safe using their phone in the salon. While the client is processing, you can have them pay for their service and pre-book. Once the service is complete, discard all towels, capes into a closed laundry container that you will be laundering that day. All tools used put into a UV sterilizer and or barbicide. You can do this as you go along, also as I do. Give yourself 20 to 30 minutes in between each client to fully sanitize the salon. Sink, chair, shelving, station products, tools, etc. I personally have removed my station products to make my sanitation process more efficient in between clients. Retail is ordered in advance, sanitized, and put into sealed bags and is kept in closed containers on the shelving. Station products are in a closed container also, and only take out what is needed at the time and sanitized before putting back into the closed container. All brushes, combs, clips, shears, everything needed is to be in closed container labeled what is in the container and if it is clean or dirty. Every container in my salon is labeled with its contents as it is required by the state of Georgia. Towels, capes, robes, aprons should be kept in a closed container cabinet and labeled as clean or dirty. I do confirmations for appointments 48 to 72 hours beforehand, and this is my confirmation that I send out. This is Rogue Hair Studio confirming day and time. Please let us know what retail products you need in advance so we can properly sanitize the products and put them in a sealed bag for you. Please shampoo your hair before your service and arrive with clean, dry hair. And as a reminder, please text from your vehicle when you arrive. Limit your personal items and remember to wear a mask or face covering at all times. You will be asked to sign a COVID-19 liability waiver and hair consent form when you arrive. Please let me know if you have any questions or would like a copy prior to your hair appointment. All cancellation and rescheduling fees are waived at this time. This is what I have chosen to do as Rogue Hair Studio based off of Georgia State Board sanitation requirements and new COVID-19 protocols and personal preferences.